extremist groups. Well, what are those? In fact, it's not even true. But they can define anything they want as an extremist group. So here's the real thought police. This isn't in 1984, a fictional book. This is happening in Germany right now.
It's 6:01.
Welcome, everybody.
Thursday morning. And
Welcome back.
State police says they raided this apartment in northwest Germany.
This is Destination Adventure Studios live stream update.
Seized his laptop and cell phone. Prosecutors
This
say
is the show,
electronics
Vibe Check.
have been used to commit a crime.
I'm your host, Thaddeus Theodore Roosevelt. You're watching info so your mother does not have to.
Time across Germany.
So we can translate
More than
what this whole transhumanist 2030
It's a coordinated effort to curb online
daughter 2.0 Trump, Musk, alexjones thing is. Now, my roommates love alexjones. I love
A public tweet by a known
Joe Rogan.
leftist with a long history. It's not a person trolling.
the buddies, so I'm
A couple hours ago on air.
heard a lot about this guy.
I'll get back to it later. This is so interesting. All my points. He says, yeah, I'm digging through the dumpster to see what all my neighbors are doing to make sure they're not committing any crimes, environmental or otherwise. And I found this neighbor, and they've got a bottle of Alex Jones's Super Male Vitality, an illegal steroid in there. And I read his, so I know who he is.
We are playing in the background. We are playing.
With having a Nazi live next door to me. It's not steroids. It's not illegal. You're the one in his trash. You're the one reading everybody's mail.
Seven
You're the
Sarah Hasra
So it's out fake
crown chakra.
X communication. Saying Elon's censoring everybody because that's all they got.
We also be playing
And they go have fake court cases. Control
6
judges
hours.
found guilty, and they tell a jury you're already been found guilty, and they tell the jury all these lies that, okay, you decide how much money they owe, whether it's Rudolph Giuliani or me or Trump.
Fifth for shooter, throat chakra.
And they sit around and say Trump is Napoleon.
Fourth on a heart chakra.
He who saves his country violates no law.
Third Manipara, solar plexus.
Behind the law, above the law. I mean, he's not illegal to.
Second Muladhara,
What are we supposed to do? Just bend over
navel
forever?
chakra, and the root chakra.
Not appropriate.
Muladhara.
J.D. Vance over AFT speech remarks. It's not appropriate for you to talk about free speech. Meanwhile, Trump fires hundreds of air traffic support staff.
So I was saying earlier, today is brought to you by the Star Card.
After the helicopter crash,
It's the 17th. Star Card 17. Alex Jones is an Aquarius.
What they said they would do 2.5 years ago was hire thousands of people
Roommates
with
are Aquarius.
serious
Get the hell back here, Star Card.
mental and psychiatric disabilities to work as air traffic controllers and other critical staff. And so they're finding out who those people are, and they're firing them. And SpaceX, that's got the best engineers in the world and the best computer air traffic control systems in the world, are going in there to look at what's going on. You've seen the last 4 years, air traffic disasters, air disasters have just gone to all-time highs. Not just here, but around the world. Crappy products from Boeing. Breakdown of society. Quotas where, okay, hire women and minorities to be pilots, then you don't get enough, so you say, well, we have a pilot shortage now. Scores of FAA employees fired as SpaceX plans facility visit. The Trump administration has begun firing hundreds of Federal Aviation Administration employees who maintain critical air traffic control infrastructure, reports CNN. The firings, which began late Friday night, come as Elon Musk SpaceX has been tapped to help create a new air traffic control system. That's a bunch of other stuff. It's not yet clear how many workers were fired. The Federal Aviation Safety List passed probationary, people that already had loans, oh God, or new hires on a trial period. Yep, the DEI ones. Workers were not air traffic controllers who are in short supply due to staffing shortages have gone on for decades. They got emails some fired. They have found some air traffic controllers that are DEI as well. I'm told they're getting rid of them. Scores of FAA employees fired at SpaceX plans facility visit. Oh my God. We elected Trump. He told you he'd bring in Musk. Now he's bringing in top engineers. Don't look under the hood. Don't look in there. Don't stop looking. These judges, no, you're blocked from freezing funds. Keep it flowing. You're not allowed to look. And you're blocked from looking at any documents. The Treasury Secretary cannot look at anything in the Treasury Department. Well, then if he can, who can? Well, doesn't matter. Just don't look. Oh, judge that did that. You got $126 million in the last couple of years. You got millions and millions in this last month from the federal government to the NGO you run. FAA employees with disabilities targeted by Trump and DEI push. Oh my God. What
I guess cannot get rid of the stupid echo. I don't know why it's doing it.
What if you're quadriplegic? Can you be a firefighter? So I posted at the start of the show that we were going to be covering this, which we are now. Musk commented and said, wow. Doge discovers U.S. aid secretly funnels $4 billion to Bill Gates. It's another $880 million, the World Health Organization, that also received over $700 million. Tune in now for the latest. Well, you're going to get the latest now. And this is just one little drip drop, one little tranche, one little bite of what old Billy Boy is getting from the federal government. Arrest Bill Gates, says Liz Churchill. Planning pandemics. Yeah, he bragged about it. USA has funneled $4 billion to Bill Gates. And he's got his Gavi around the world to control world health responses. Involved in everything. The World ID, everything. We've got WEF putting out videos admitting they're colonizing us with mRNA.
So I'll be watching this so Paul Mullins don't have to.
Of the high wire with the investigation.
What is going on today? Like I said, it is a very Aquarius day. It's the last day of Aquarius. Alex Jones is an Aquarius.
So Gavi, that's Bill Gates, Bill and Melinda Gates. Gavi, this is the Vaccine Alliance, Global Vaccine Alliance. And we look into the books here for the U.S. payment system, and you can see just from this screenshot here, Gavi, now this is over several years, but $4 billion U.S. was paying to Gavi. You can go down there a little bit, another $880 million payment to the World Health Organization in there, a little over $700 million payment. So there's a lot of money to Bill Gates, the World Health Organization. And it's interesting because as soon as Trump suspended the payment system for this 90-day review and Musk moved in, you saw Bill Gates do a media tour, and it sounded like this.
So I'm a little worried.
Son in Aquarius.
USAID stuff.
We don't need to hear this crazy motherfucker.
Partners with USAID on nutrition and getting vaccines out.
29 Aquarius sun is
they're not.
and Mercury in Pisces is partially trining
some of that work
over.
in shape. And if you don't, you could have literally millions of deaths.
We report on this guy all the time, Jeffrey. I think it's questionable whether he does good. There's international lawsuits now against his vaccine programs, accusations of things like sterilization programs going on.
Looks
There's
like
real
the
questions on
moon
whether
in
his
Libra.
polio vaccine program is causing polio. I spoke with Robert Redfield that has some concerns on that. So, but all things being equal, I think one of the conversations that came up is we all heard when Bill Gates went and met with President Trump at Mar-a-Lago.
So they're being mental.
Oh my God, they're buddying up. you know,
opportunities today between
Bill Gates again, and there was real concerns in
Libra.
you know, in our audience, in our movement. But I would say, you know,
The sun
just
is in the
like
8th house
read the tea leaves
transformation.
here. After those meetings, President Trump has pulled funding from WHO. He's just shut down USAID.
The moon in Libra
review, which you're
is
about to
in
get into.
family.
Clearly, none of this works in Bill Gates's favor.
So your personality
for those of us that were really questioning what happened in that
is
meeting, well, whatever
socially
happened, it does not appear that Bill Gates
at a genius
set
level
his hooks in
transform
President Trump,
society
got
with
him on a
assistance
leash of any
from your
kind. In fact,
feelings,
so far, everything
who
seems
is
to be
also
going
in
against,
balance
Bill Gates' agenda, which is, I think, is we're just
in
noting
thinking
that. Is that
domestically in the
the
home.
structure? I don't know, but that's what we're recognizing right now.
And
But
Bill Gates is
unfortunately, there's also
pretty
king
character.
cunts
He's kind of a one-trick
or
pony.
subconscious strain
Seems to subtly threaten him. You'll see him do a media tour and just go
going all the way to the North Node.
And then you'll hit this headline was made on that same interview. Bill Gates says the odds of another pandemic in the next 4 years are 10 to 15%. We're not prepared. So he comes out.
Let me see
People are going to
that.
die.
Yeah.
Another pandemic. You know, basically
Over to the North Node and Pisces.
During COVID as well, when the vaccine hesitancy was coming, he was kind of playing the same.
So
game.
subconscious strain
So there's Bill Gates.
about
Mr. Sweater.
And
your
it's almost
destiny.
formulaic. You know, this weekend I get all these calls. Look, Ebola, 2 people with Ebola in New York. And I said, it's always New York.
Also
It's always
Chiron
China.
having a strange
It's
subconscious
PR, a day
your
later,
identity. I'm sorry, yo.
Oh, new bird flu, we're all dead. And then
Insecurity in
Mike,
your identity, in your
it's
career,
all about
10th
fear.
house day.
The documents came out last week out of USAID.
Straining over to Capricorn,
Kids in public and private schools to be
the lord of your
hyper-conscious.
career.
This is mind control. They teach you to be
Empaths.
in your house, take your nutrition away so you're sick, and then Big Pharma is going to be your dad.
Blown up in the 9th house.
All right, I'm going to give the toll-free number out. We've got a lot of the news. I'm going to hit on the war front, economic front, more news breaking next hour. But the toll-free number, free for all. Any comment, any question, long-time caller, first-time caller, just have a clean phone line. Be ready to talk. I want to talk to you. 877-789-2539. 877-789-ALEX. 877-789-2539. 877-789-ALEX. The UK, like I told you, says, hey, we're probably just going to invade and fight Russia ourselves. That's what Zelensky says. That's coming up. And then your phone calls and more. Please remember, we are listener supported by you, the viewers and listeners. You decide if this dog hunts. We're doing great work. We're reaching hundreds of millions of people a day now, thanks to you. Thanks to the crew and our guests, and good Lord working through you. Go to thealexjonesstore.com, where we have the strongest, purest, cleanest, absolutely clean Shilajit. If you don't know what Shilajit is, for thousands of years it's been
And
one
this
of the most
29-degree
loved things in
Aquarius
Russia, in China, in Tibet, in India. It comes
in
from
transformation,
Himalayas, but it's also
personality.
some in the Caucasus, and it just oozes out of the rocks when there's a rock slide. It's millions of years old.
In
It's oil
eccentricity,
deposits, they believe,
in society,
that combined with all this plankton,
is subconscious
diatoms,
straining
they think it might have been from when the oceans were, over that, and before the mountains rose up. They're not
over
sure, but it's got
to
all
what
these
looks to be your
amino
pot of
acids,
focus.
mostly natural peptides that only are in it, and they do
Timing.
fabulous things
You're
for libido,
insecure about the
stamina,
timing of all
clarity.
this.
If you love Irish sea moss, which is incredible, you love the hemp effects, which all do different things, you're going to love Shilajit. This is the best, cleanest Shilajit out there, quadruple tested, because there's issues with Shilajit and heavy metal.
Doctor,
This is
a
none of
couple
it's
doubt
totally
that
clean,
there,
high
yeah.
standards. Now available, 50%
also
off your
appears to
subscriber
be-
cancel anytime, 35% off.
Yeah, I already covered that.
Smallest discount, and I told them not to do this. They still did it, but I don't own or run the auctions.
I think these little green polka dot line be really the most important part of the chart. Is the hiddenness, the subconscious. So yeah, that's mostly what's going on today. And there's lots of good stuff going on, like Pluto and Palestina in Aquarius too. Looks like Palestina. Also sextiling the pot of fortune and what the fuck that? Look at that. Yeah. What did they? Yeah, it be sextile and the part of fortune and the Neptune. So once again, like blown up. Spiritual, fantasy, endings, illusions, delusion streams. They be getting support though in the timing and on Neptune. And yeah, Uranus. Oh, the lot of unpredictability in society also is helping assist with a trine over to Pluto as well. I ain't sure about that angle from Jupiter there, but it seems also connected to Pluto and Athena, democracy, and relationships in Aquarius. So lots of crazy diplomacy stuff going on in the news. I saw everybody acting like a batshit bunch of wild ass, bunch of crazy ass catfish, if you ask me. And then we're gonna switch it back up. Maybe not. Some new guy. I don't know his name. Anyway, we don't need to go so deep on Alex Jones because the whole point is not to focus on Mr. Jones and me. Let's be focusing on the solutions. TruthFreedomHealth.com. Dr. Drshivaayyadurai ran for president, but Miss Kamala Harris shut him down in New Jersey. Lawfare, legal fare, warfare, bullshit, deep pockets. So these are heroes today, not Mr. Jones. Well, we got ourselves, but this guy, very anti-exposing Mr. Kennedy and his big pharma connections. Or at least, he's a squeaky wheel. He's a good website, opensecrets.org. Mr. Jones mentioned that. These guys redacted. They all right. They pointed out. This is a crazy video. I promoted it yesterday. Now, I want to point it out to everybody talking about the division between the United States and Canada and Mexico. Acting like a bunch of fools. Under the North American Union, Mexico and the United States is already, and Canada, already politically one entity. January 10th, 2023. Read these articles. Biden already merged Canada, Mexico, and the United States. So this is all fake as fuck, irrelevant, side distraction. Trump in on it, seemingly. I had to hunt this down because Alex Jones is the one who shared this information as fact that he signed an illegal decree that merged all these into the UN Agenda 2030. Club of Rome, 10 Kingdoms bullshit. That's why he's like annexing Greenland and Panama. And not only that, but you go and look up in Canada, the law between to get the details of what this entails, you go to the Canada page. Oh look, what happened? 404 error. It ain't there no more. So anybody, you know, just sort of willy-nilly, Billy, fighting Canada and Mexico right now. We already in the death cult. We already under the NATO UN Agenda 2030. We already in it. So that's what Trump needs to go. You know, if he's authentic. If not, this is all a dog and pony show, because we already ends the North American Union. What's he talking about, Mr. Jones? You're the one that said it while we're waging war with Canada. See if I can get this back.
Federal or local agencies.
We got John Baum. All right, he's the one I like.
We would like to know what they're doing with that data, how they are storing it, and whether
But yeah, all that.
Deploying this in the United States. Because if they decide that it's useful, there's going to be enormous pressure to.
There's a big trine and sextile right here going between Uranus and Pluto.
Worldview recently did a dozen
These things,
tests
you got double
for
Jupiter.
gathering data they won't reveal.
See that? That's triangles. That's trines and sextiles.
On the privacy of millions of average American citizens.
Part of fortune and Jupiter and Pluto be have an aspect.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ultimate Sea Moss Gummies are finally back in stock. Now, this is our #1 bestseller at the Alex Jones.
Yeah, so I want to, everybody check out the Mars retrograde video I went to yesterday.
Effectively detox our bodies from all the pollutants and toxins that are in the food, water, and air.
Time was a little better tune.
Relentless assault from the New World Order. They're trying to shut down InfoWars. They're trying to silence Alex Jones, and they're trying to attack our minds and our
And
bodies.
yeah, I need to turn this, turn off this. Shut up, new guy. Here we go.
Right here on the Alex.
This is the beginning of the show, I think. Maybe not. I'll try this. Okay, yeah, this is the beginning of the show. This is where he gets to the news. I like the timing I'm doing on this, because, man, come on, stop being stupid. He back.
Texas transmitting worldwide. I have a lot of other news I've not hit yet.
Touching base back with this guy. But yeah, we sharing the Alex Jones because he mad viral, you know what I mean? We got to get ourselves out there. And like I said, I do want to translate this stuff and put some meditation over him so people kind of understand that angle, that info, and maybe count it like Whitney Webb. It's just like I'm being throttled by the New World Order or something. I actually went back to my old tab.
Taped throughout the evening because history's happening now.
Stop
We're
getting
fighting
throttled.
harder than ever, trying to even, if not match.
Here we go. Okay. What else here? Yeah, today is also the positive. Alright. Cut it out with the bullshit. The sponsor for today is Neptune.
They will start a war to unify the public behind them.
So everybody's still delusional as fuck. Saturn being dominated by Neptune. Let me turn this down a little. That was for me, so fucking dumb. But yeah, everything be delulu. There's mute perception. You know, the moon in Libra is a Venusian element that would rather be in Taurus over here. Taurus be, I'm sorry, Venus be in Aries, Venus be in Aries. Aries wish he was in Aries. I'm sorry, Mars wish he in Aries, but Mars in Cancer. Wish the moon and Venus like, so everybody in the wrong place. That's kind of what I feel like today. Mr. Jones, what are you open like that for? That is not attractive. Let us see the effery and why reasons by the New World Order. Apparently, they outstigates him. Let me slow this down to a slower quality. Medium. Let's apply. So we can keep continuing without being objectified. So yeah, that's how it feels today.
Before the war officially accelerated and began.
That fix it, sorta.
And that the West was in a proxy war and had troops there. That's all come out. So it's already going on. The question is, does it keep getting worse? Does it intensify? Does it escalate? On the threat escalation.
So yeah, we here in
government study. Well, Russia
February.
Saudi Arabia without Ukraine, even as Zelensky
End of February.
And it's starting. Well, what is their response? Zelensky said Friday.
This is all the
Saturday, Sunday.
aspects that we be dealing
Trump
with.
can call whoever he wants to, but if he call out war, he not up to them unless I there.
Right now, as we're leaving,
And I'm not going to have elections like Trump wants. And any Ukrainian not like it, get out.
leaving Aquarius, and we heading into Pisces season tomorrow.
So, leading the Northern Group is Keir Starmer, the darling of the globalists, and Obama, before Trump won the election, moved the main seat of their spy operations back
So
to
yeah,
the
your
Cayman
personality
Islands.
gonna be transforming,
And now
feeling
this
transforming
weirdo-
today.
Keir Starmer, Mr. Anti-Free Speech, is saying, I'm ready and
And
willing
your
to
feels
put British
on the mess,
troops
mother.
in Ukraine.
Same thing with your thoughts.
There's this famous footage of Starmer
Mercury
trying to get
transforming.
into somebody's pub and it's private. And he says, no, you're not allowed to
Your
get
yin
premises.
and he's all expanded the fuck out, looking in all different directions.
Now it's down to
Now it's
14% public polls. Very unpopular. They use parliamentary manipulation to change the rules where, well, the oldest party,
Mars is in its worst place in the 12th house, just
and so Keir Starmer,
existentially
the head of CPS, the head magistrate, who covered up all the massive
unfocused.
pedophilia. And now he's got all these criminal investigations crashing down on him, just like Netanyahu did. I mean, you saw what happened over there.
Jupiter
October 7th.
in Gemini.
Obviously had some backroom deal, and then they double-crossed Hamas,
Wait a
and they
minute,
found
what
it.
the fuck?
And it's the same thing here. Now, Starmer
Towers,
wants
what
to
the
just
fuck
go
is
ahead and
going
get
on
a
here?
full war going. That'll let down his domestic position. And that's what Macron has announced an emergency summit. Starts
Yeah,
in
it
a few
is.
days to, quote, respond to Trump.
No, it ain't.
So, Starmer, I'm ready and willing to put British troops in Ukraine.
Oh, this is some sidereal shit. Or
According
don't
to a
pay
deal
attention to any of this
Zelensky
shit's
wants,
out.
But they're saying even if Russia doesn't want it, they're going to go in.
Printed this out wrong. I was done that bullshit.
Now, the last time Europe put troops in Ukraine
Yeah,
to fight the
sidereal
Russians
bullshit.
was World War II and Adolf Hitler. So, see, when I give Keir Starmer that says
We measure in plasmoids.
he actually deserves
Not.
it, but more of a Dick Dastardly.
No styles and vibrating rocks and shit.
Starmer ready to put UK troops on ground in Ukraine to protect peace. Oh, yes, protect peace.
Anyhow.
Starmer ready to put on the ground in Ukraine. Isn't that... Meanwhile, I think President Putin wants to stop fighting. I think
all I got for today, because this echo is pissing me the F off. Just never makes sense why it's there.
And they show you what would look like haunting nuclear doomsday.
Used to be because my mic would make tracks on its own automatically for no damn reason. Let me try something real quick.
Blast radius suggests 250 million could die. Yeah, and then it becomes Viggo Mortensen's The Road meets The Road Warrior. And here's a map from FEMA. Probably not somewhere we want to go.
Hello.
Now, right where I'm at
Hello.
is dead. Oh my goodness. You know, the left said I moved to Big Bend. Don't own a house in Big Bend. Go to Big Bend maybe once a year. They said I live there. They said so. Well, maybe that is a good spot for you to go. Because see, you go down here. This is all populated Mexico during a collapse of the warrior too. This quick, but it's only a few little towns for hundreds of miles. That might actually be a good spot if you got plenty of food.
So yeah, the point of talking today is to just sort of focus on get rid of the divide and conquer, and that we are already merged.
Be up here by the Canadian border.
According to this guy himself.
See, 'cause it's not just where the news
And Trump ain't be tackling that we already have a legal gray area where he doesn't need to argue, because it's a useless argument that we already legally the same 10 kingdom of the Club of Rome, North American Union, and that's why next to Greenland and all the Project Bluebeam places that we be melting with space lasers like Maui and Malibu and Palisades and Chile and Australia and Santa Rosa, North Carolina, Palestine. We're gonna just turn all these places into smart 15-minute city, all having to do with the Club of Rome, Agenda 2030. This guy has been talking about for 30 years. Man, what he talking the fuck about?
Costume shows up. Here it is.
Based on your conversations with President Putin, what do you think he wants ultimately in Ukraine? I think he wants to stop fighting. I see that. We spoke long and hard. I was with him for a very period, like about 3 hours. I think he wants to stop fighting. They have a big, powerful machine.
Yeah, Trump already declared peace and cut Zelensky out of the motherfucker, because they're not even inviting him. He's a dictator. He's not an elected official. He's not elected. So Trump just cut him out, but then fucking Ukrainian psychopaths just blew up a fucking oil refinery. It's all on Instagram. So.
He's going to go on. That would have been a big problem for us, and that would have caused me a big problem. You just can't let that happen. I think he wants to end it, and they want to end it fast. Both of them, and Zelensky wants to end it too.
This fucker Zelensky is the biggest CS in my life.
Notice you got the ghoul Lindsey Graham there that took over John McCain's foundation with Tom Cotton. And
He should be internet for going in a whole another hour of this stuff.
to keep all this crap going.
I mean, he worked a million times harder than anybody has in their life for 30 years. In the media, he go on for 5 hours. 6 days a week, this motherfucker. For 30 years. Who do that? Who else be doing that? Nobody on the planet. Not Howard Stern, not Rush Limbaugh.
Experts believe we go to war because China
Not Joe Brogan.
And Danielle's been pushing that publicly. Well, now this. The greatest friend that Israel has ever had in the White House. That's why he didn't defend him when the election was stolen from him. Wouldn't return his call. There is nothing more important in our talks than Iran. We agreed that Iran will not have nuclear weapons. Netanyahu, alongside Rubio, President Trump, and I are fully coordinated.
I'm gonna retune this faster next time. But yeah, I'm gonna let everybody go now. Thank you for joining today. Ted That Ruse update.
That's nice.
Sort of technical. Second episode, but
most of our lives potentially.
we'll see how it sounds when I'm all said and done. Thank you for joining. I want to hear breaking news a little again.
Toronto airplane crash. Police investigating. Delta plane crashes in Toronto's Pearson Airport. The Delta plane crashed, landed in Toronto's Pearson International Airport on Monday. I wonder if it's a Boeing. Most of them are. At least 8 people were
What
injured.
the hell?
According to CTV News, the plane, a CR-900, what is that, was reportedly flying from Minnesota to Toronto. Toronto Pearson is aware of the incident upon landing involving a Delta Airlines plane.
Nice landing.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Emergency teams are responding. The airport said...
We're gonna attack, motherfuckers. I don't care who you is. Ever since 2016 in Russia, we under attack.
Upside down on the airport. Looks like ISIS to me. Delta flight carrying roughly 80 passengers from Minnesota appears to have crash landed. No deaths, thank God. Even though Starbase folks from SpaceX have not even entered the FAA yet. We'll talk about it. I'm sure the media will blame that on.
I ain't gonna tell any of my family to go on the flights anymore. They're doing this on purpose. They don't want anybody going nowhere. Globalism is, you don't go nowhere. We go everywhere, you go nowhere. You go on the ground. That's what globalism is.
Hundreds of air traffic support staff at SpaceX visit FAA Command Center, or set to visit FAA Command Center. All right, now let's start going to your phone calls here. I'm going to go in the order they are.
Yeah, we'll end it here because I don't like them phone calls. Thank you for joining, everybody. Update, vibe check. Ted Ruse. Thanks for joining. February 17th, 2025. Have a good one.